back everyone, and this time we're talking about UFC Fight Night. Pavlovich vs Blaydes, happening in a little bit less than 12 hours time. So, prelim card, 7 fights. We'll see if there's actually 7 fights, because I saw that one was missing from several websites. So we'll see. First off, in the men's bantamweight division, we've got Brady Easton against Dana Badirel. I'm gonna go with Easton by decision. I don't know both of them very well. We'll have to see. Next, in the women's flyweight division, Priscilla Cachoeira against Karine Silva. This is a fight I'm not sure that has been confirmed. There have been the weigh-ins, but from some sites and media, this fight seemed to have been called off, so we'll see. Anyway, for this one, I predict Priscilla Cachoeira to win by TKO or knockout. Right, next, in the men's featherweight division, we've got Francis Marshall against William Gomez. Gomez, being French, I'm gonna root for him, and my prediction is him getting the victory by decision. Next, in the heavyweight division, we've got Mohamed Usman, against Junior Tafa, making his debut. Junior Tafa is undefeated currently, 4-0, but he's pretty young, 26 years old, against Mohamed Usman, that won the Ultimate Fighter. Yes, I think he won the Ultimate Fighter. My pick is Mohamed Usman winning by knockout. I see Junior Tafa being too less experienced. He's way too less experienced. Next, and this one also is kind of making my brain hurt. In the women's featherweight division, in the previous video, I have said that there wasn't a ranking in the women's featherweight division, and now we have a fight in the women's featherweight division where two fighters have rankings. We've got number 9 ranked Carol Rosa against 13th ranked Norma Dumont. Why are they ranked if there is no ranking? Anyway, my prediction is Norma Dumont picking up the win by decision. Next, in the men's bantamweight division, we go back to the men's bantamweight division for Rani Yahya fighting against Montel Jackson. My prediction is Montel Jackson picking up the win by a way of knockout or technical knockout. Next, in the lightweight division, this time Ricky Glenn faces off against Christos Giagos. Funny nicknames they have. One is the Gladiator and the other one is the Spartan. The Gladiator versus the Spartan. That's pretty funny. I'll still pick Ricky Glenn by a way of knockout or TKO. This is the last fight of the prelim card, by the way. Yeah, this is how I see the fight going. Right, moving on to the main card. 5 fights. And we start off with the welterweight division. Jeremiah Wells faces off against Matthew Semmersberger. I pick Wells to pick up the win by decision, but Matthew Semmersberger is kind of a tough dude, and his recent victory over Jake Matthews was unanimous, so we'll see. Next, In the women's flyweight division, we've got Yasmin Lucindu against Brogan Walker. I don't know them very much. I'll still pick Lucindu getting the victory by decision, but I'm really not sure about this one. I have to make some research at some point. Next, we go back to the lightweight division with King Bobby Green facing off against Jared Flash Gordon. Now, interesting enough, Bobby Green is on a 2-fight losing streak, while Jared Gordon was robbed of his last fight, well, in the eyes of many professional fighters, MMA fighters, when he faced off against Paddy Pimblett and lost via unanimous decision. Pretty much everybody thought it was a robbery for Jared Gordon. So we'll see. My personal pick is Gordon picking up the win by a TKO or a knockout. Yes, we really see. I just hope there's not going to be another robbery, especially for Jared Gordon. Alright, moving on. Co-main event. In the middleweight division, we've got Brad Tavares facing off against Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva is a veteran, many fights, long career. Brad Tavares doesn't have that many fights, still is a tough one. I think he was ranked at some point, like less than a year ago. So I'm still gonna pick Bruno Silva to win by knockout, but I don't know. That can be a surprise. Brad Tavares can maybe climb back into the rankings, the middleweight rankings, and we'll see. And finally, for the main event, 5-round fight in the heavyweight division, we've got third-ranked Sergey Pavlovich. That's currently 17 wins, 1 loss, against fourth-ranked Curtis Razor Blaydes. And he is 17-3, 7 wins, 3 losses. Two losses coming of Francis Ngannou, that probably you already know. That was the heavyweight champion not so long ago. And one loss comes from Derrick Lewis. Now, this one is tricky because Sergey Pavlovich, in his recent fights, knocked people out in less than a minute in the first round, including Derrick Lewis. The same Derrick Lewis that won over Curtis Blaydes. But Sergey Pavlovich has 1 loss, and it was against Alistair Overeem. And Curtis Blaydes actually won over Alistair Overeem. So this is why MMA is not just an equation like if you beat this guy, I can beat you, or if you don't beat this guy, I can't beat you, etc. This because they beat each other's. How could I say? The opponents that defeated them, they beat each other. So if this is a circle where I beat you, you beat me, you beat him, he beats me, but I'm gonna beat you, that doesn't work. It's not a fucking triangle or circle or square. Or everybody beats each other. That does not work like that. That's tough. Pavlovich is a monster. It was the backup fight for John Jones and Cyril Gane for UFC 285 for the heavyweight title. So my prediction is not going to be bold, or maybe it's going to be. but I would go with Pavlovich picking up the win by a knockout or by TKO, but not in round 1, not in the first round, because Blaydes is going to be pretty much prepared, and I think he's going to be more calm in his approach of the fight. So not in the first round. If Pavlovich wins by knockout or TKO, it's definitely not going to be in the first round. But I guess we'll have to see. I'm not always right about everything. You can watch the latest video to as a proof of that. And speaking of the last video, we have got a couple of news. So as I predicted, and with no surprise, Max Holloway got the win over Arnold Allen, so he's a bona fide in the featherweight division. Thing is, he lost 3 times against the current champion Alex Volkanovski. So the question is he gonna stay in featherweight and just build up the contenders of Alex Volkanovski, or is he gonna move up a weight class like he actually did before? And we tend to see a rematch with Dustin Poirier, the third match they're gonna have together, I guess, against in the lightweight division, but we'll have to see for that. And second thing is Brandon Royval. I was right about that when I said in the last video, it's weird to have him fight in the prelim card, even if it's the last fight of the prelim card. He's ranked 4th ranked. He was number 4 ranked in the flyweight division, and he was still in the prelim. So I was like, why? That doesn't make any sense at all. And Dana White, actually the president of the UFC, said the same. We fucked up. I literally quoting him. He said we fucked up. So I hope from now on that Brandon Royval and others don't get that treatment to be left in the prelim card, because unfortunately being in the prelim card gives you less exposure and less fame, I would say. So that's it.